Hello and welcome to the first virtual tour of the proposed renovations to our Christian Ed building, along with some minor renovations in our sanctuary space. So here's the external view of the building. Mind you that in this rendering I could not get the level differences for the doors in the Christian Ed building, so it does look a little different than it should, but the overall inside is as it should be. The alleyway has been closed in. Notice the roof structure here. There is a roof that continues the same line as the sanctuary roof, and then there is also a little they have figured out a way to control the water there, in other words, and I've depicted that as the floor plans do. So here we are moving towards the main door that sits right next to the alleyway that is currently an alleyway now. As you can see, that is filled in this proposed renovation plan. So we go through these doors and up this nice wide staircase that will not have any changes made to it. And the first thing you get to here is the secretary's office. So you will see that there's two windows placed on either corner of her office here that will hopefully be sliding windows or some way for her to interact with people in the hallway, to greet them, direct them, etc. So her door is right here on the corner. And then to the right, there is this hallway where we have four important things. Right here, the first door on the right is the nursery. This closet right here is the proposed choir robe storage, which would be lovely so that the choir is not going up and down the stairs right before worship service. The last door on the right back there is the library or a classroom. And then the door on the left here is a classroom or a boardroom. So we will move on into the nursery here. Just to give you an idea of how much might fit in here, it'll fit about a crib and a rocking chair and about half the toys that we currently have, so we'll need to downsize. And then back here in the library, you'll see that it will be a little bit of a tight fit, but it will definitely fit some couches and some chairs for us to have nice conversations and continue Bible study in this space. And then over, if I turn here, you can see the high capacity shelving units that will either be pullouts or sliding shelves to access all of the books. And then across the hall here, as I said, is a classroom or the boardroom. The measurements do allow it to fit the current boardroom table, so long as we collapse the two leaves on either end of the table to make it a 6-foot table instead of a 10-foot table. And the capacity shelves were back in that corner as well. And then we come back out here to the door that we came up, and here's Susan's office again here on the right. If we go into her office, you'll see that there is enough room for the copier and printer. Her desk, some storage space, and it's a small office, but it fits her needs. And then if we turn to the right from her office, we get to a bathroom here on the right that is handicapped accessible. And then we get to the end of this hall and you'll find another hall with another bathroom. So 2 handicap accessible bathrooms on this floor. And then my office is back here in this back corner that will overlook the cemetery and the building next door. So it's a nice little office, cozy office for conversations and for work. Here's just one of the bathrooms to show you a very simple design. And then we come back out to this back corner. And there is a door here, and I'll just turn around for you to see. So that's the door we came in back there, came up those main stairs. Here's the back stairwell, no proposed changes to that either. Here I'm trying to decide which way to show you. So we'll go down these stairs in the back first. This door remains as an emergency exit. We go through these 2 doors at the bottom of the stairs And the fellowship, or the Christian Ed hall downstairs has remained relatively the same. Notice that the choir robe storage is no longer here, opening up that middle window. And then back here we have added a wall next to that pillar, which creates our new spacious youth room. It's a lovely size that we could use for other meetings, or even if Bible study, it outgrows that library space. So still plenty of room for the Boy Scouts and for any other social gatherings we might have. Now when we go through this door, immediately notice that this is now inside. So we did not go outside by leaving this Christian Ed space. It is now into the hallway between the sanctuary building and the Christian Ed building. So immediately in front of you, you see the fellowship hall door that we all use to go to soup night and handbells or whatever. To the right, there is still that door to the kitchen. Down at the very end of the hallway, you can barely see here, the old furnace room is now converted into storage with this design. Now, if we go through this door into the fellowship hall, you'll see relatively unchanged, very recognizable as a space. And then back here, there is some changes to the bathrooms to make them handicapped accessible. So there is one here on the left still, one there on the right, and then all the way on the right, that door you see there is some more storage space. So here's our sanctuary space. No proposed changes really in here other than the back doorway, which you'll see. There we are. So this archway and shortening that stained glass window, and here we are at the ramp. So the ramp sits right between the two buildings, so not needing any extra space. And back behind us, so once you leave the sanctuary to the right, there is that nice glass wall there. The ramp has this nice high ceiling, so the roof will hit right above the stained glass windows and go down to the other roof. There will be skylights. I was unable to put skylights into this design, this model, but there will be 4 skylights positioned directly over each 4 of the stained glass windows. You will notice that the stained glass windows are visible from the ramp and inside the sanctuary space. So the windows will be backlit. And just a simple ramp coming up here, the windows to the Christian Ed building will be visible too, so it feels more like an open hallway instead of a closed-in space. So through here at the end of the ramp, there is a door to the left and the right. If you go through the door on the left, you get to the chancel, to the choir loft. It just so happened that the top of the ramp hit at just the same mark as the top of the choir loft seats. And then if we go back through this door here, we're at the top of the ramp once again, and yes, there's another view of it. We come through here and we're in the back corner of the Christian Ed building again. So the back stairs are right there, and then my office hallway with the 2 bathrooms are right here to your left, and then Susan's office is back here, and that door we came in is straight ahead of us. So here we are trying to get from the outside up to the offices with the new handicapped accessible entrance and pathway. And once inside the sanctuary space, we have to come into the sanctuary, turn right. And we go through to the ramp. We turn left onto the ramp, go past all of these windows. Get to the end of the ramp, turn right. And there's the bathrooms, my office, and then Susan's office straight ahead.